Arsenal have done it again. They have raided Poundland for a player. 9 million. Christian Northgard from Brentford is on his way. Thomas Partey is on his way out, and the Arsenal fan base are crashing in droves. My sister, my brother, my friend Jonathan, it's on site, and that's because you guys are just not happy. I'm Ty Knight here for TK24 Sports. If you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn that notification on so you don't miss the show every time we upload. Let's get into this one. Christian Northgard is coming in from Brentford for £9 million. That's right, £9 million. Thomas Partey is on his way out from Arsenal, and everyone really and truly doesn't see why this deal matters. They just don't. And I understand the crashing out of Arsenal still have not bought in a striker, but a striker is coming in. This is a new wave of Arsenal doing business. Berta coming in from Atletico Madrid to start the revolution, which is going to be messy transfers. It really and truly is. I have never seen Arsenal publicly keep on talking about who they're going for. When I say publicly, Berta is using the media, he's using influencers, he's using the Romanos of this world to get the news out there how Arsenal are strategizing their business. Making public that it's going to be either Gyökeres or Sesko really truly is. And knowing that we're playing these two players off each other is causing a frenzy, it's causing friction in the Arsenal fan base. 1 minute it's, yeah, we're team Gyökeres, then it's, okay, I'm kind of team Sesko, or I'm just team Isaac. And the thing is, we know we're going to get Isaac. We're just not. He's got too many years left on his contract to even think about it. And the Liverpool story was a smart one. It was smart by Liverpool to say, we will do whatever it takes to go and get Isaac, knowing it's not going to be this year, it'll be more than likely next year. So if Newcastle want to start talking about contracts with Isaac, he's going to be thinking, I can wait 1 more year. Let's just see what this campaign brings this year. And if it doesn't work, we now see what Liverpool are building, I can then move next year. Smart move by Liverpool. Arsenal should have thought about that one time ago. But anyway, back to Arsenal. Why are the fans crashing out all over the place because Arsenal spent £9 million on Northgard rather than saying, what, re-sign Thomas Partey? I'm here to tell you this. Arsenal was smart not to re-sign Thomas Partey to a new contract. Yes, Thomas Partey is a good player. I'm not going to deny him that. But what I will say is this. Thomas Partey is getting sloppy. Very sloppy. Last year was more than likely, we can say, was his best season at Arsenal. Really and truly was. He was injury-free. But what my annoyance with Thomas Partey over that is, all the time he's been here, constantly injured. And when we need to rely on him, we sometimes just can't. He was giving the ball away very cheaply. He's slow on the distribution of the ball as well. Now, I'm not saying this £9 million player that's coming in is going to be the revolution of Arsenal. I'm not saying that at all. But what it does do is stability. We've got stability now in this Arsenal midfield. Martin Zubimendi is coming in. It's going to be a breath of fresh air. Please believe me when I say this to you. It's going to be a breath of fresh air when you see Zubimendi play and what he actually brings to Arsenal. Northgard coming in is going to be different. We've got a nice combative player there who doesn't get injured, who's got leadership skills, and that's going to help Arsenal when Arsenal need it. And when people are saying this player is not going to help Arsenal win the league, well, actually, you're saying those words because it's not a £90 million midfielder coming in. Northgard can help Arsenal win the league, and that's your fact. Because he can be ever-present throughout the whole season. He can bring a different dimension to Arsenal that we just don't have. And that is what helps teams win the league. It really, truly does. It's the collective performance of players that help them win trophies. Not just one singular player. But then again, you can turn around and say Mo Salah done that for Liverpool last season. But there's a difference. They have a player who's capable of scoring in the double digits consistently year after year. Arsenal don't have that. And that's what Arsenal need to focus on. Not only for the striker that's going to come in, but also keep some more pressure. Because if Saka is going to be the highest paid player, then he needs to be contributing bigger goals. He has to hit at least 20 Premier League goals next season. The striker coming in has to hit between the 25, the 20, yeah, I was going to say the 23 to 25, but 25 Premier League goals is what's going to be needed from the striker coming in. And if it's Sesko, you're going to be saying, Ty, he can't even get 15 in the Bundesliga. And I hear you on that. I really and truly hear you on that. But that is what's going to be required. For the amount of opportunities that we create, he needs to have the finishing ice cold touches in the box to score the goals. We know he can hit the ball. He can hit the level of the ball. But he needs to find consistency straight away. By January, at least he's got to be on 15 Premier League goals. At least. And is that hard to do? Yes. But is it impossible? No. Martinelli, if he's still going to be here, he needs to hit 15 Premier League goals. If it's going to be a Rodrigo coming in, I'm going to keep the pressure on him and saying, you need to hit 20 Premier League goals. But again, has he ever hit 15 La Liga goals? And this is what I'm saying. When we're crashing out over X or social media or in WhatsApp groups and we're moaning and complaining that we still don't have the striker yet, I'm here to say, I don't think it's just going to be the striker that's going to make us win the league. We have to look at our other players and turn around and say, you need to step up and contribute more for us to win the league and get to the final of a Champions League, to win a Carabao Cup, to get to the final of an FA Cup. We need our players that are there right now to do more. And on top of that, while we did lose Jorginho and we've lost Thomas Partey, we've only just filled those gaps in with 2 more players. But we're still short on 2 more midfielders. It sounds crazy. Yes, we've got Declan Rice, we've got Moreno, then we've got Zubimendi, and then we've now got Nordsgaard coming in. But I still believe we need 2 more additional midfielders. We still need another creative midfielder. We still need another left winger. If Martinelli is going to go, or Trossard's going to go, we need another right winger because Sterling's gone. Yes, we've got Ethan Nwaneri, but last season we had Sterling and Nwaneri there. Sterling played some minutes, but he wasn't that great. But every player that comes in, it has to be an improvement to the team. Nordsgaard is an improvement to the team in different ways. I'm not saying he's a title-winning player by himself, but it helps the team to achieve what it needs to do. And this is what we have to see it. And you're going to turn around and say, well, Ty, how does a £9 million player do that? Quite simple. They can do that, just not in the way that you want to see it. We don't need to go out there and spend 50, 60, 70 million every time on a player for it to work. You're going to turn around and say, well, we wasted 65 million on Kai Havertz. I hear you. But we didn't waste 65 million on Kai Havertz because Kai Havertz is important to the team in a way you just don't see because of the hatred you have for Kai Havertz and for Mikel Arteta. And it hasn't worked out for us. I get that. But he has been important in quite a few games. He has. But I'm not here to turn around and say the ones or the boo boys or boo girls that's online complaining, like my brother, my sister, my friend Jonathan, who complain a lot. And when I come out talking, they cuss me out because I'm just like, guys, just chill. Hey, we're going to be okay. But I do know at times Arsenal do piss me off as well. I do get angry when they don't go out and compete for the best players to get them in. They do like to penny pinch. They really, truly do. But when they get it right, they get it right. But when they get it wrong, damn, they get it wrong. Do I believe Mikel Arteta can win the league with Arsenal? Yes, I do. I do think he can win the league. But do I think this should be his last season coming up? Yes, I do. Because I think he's been here long enough. This should be his last season. He's going to finally get the striker that he wants. And if it blows up in his face, boom, go. Just walk. I don't like to see the guy get fired, but I would like to rather see him walk. But is he going to walk away from £15 million on a deck? I think he could, if there's enough pressure from the top. But that's the other problem. The pressure from the top. Is there enough pressure for Mikel Arteta to win? Do we like the way that Berta is going about his way in the transfer business? I don't like it. But it makes sense. What Berta's doing is no different than what agents do. Playing one off the other. It's no different. But because it's so public now, we've never had this before at Arsenal, it's just causing us to lose our mind. It makes us think we don't know what player that we actually want. You know, we've been tracking Sesko for 2 seasons, and now we're looking at Gyökeres as well. What's taking so long? But this new method, I guess, is just to get Arsenal the best deal for the player that they really want. Making it public out there that we're looking at Gyökeres and we're looking at Sesko, meaning if you don't want to sell me the player for the price that we think that he's worth, we've got another guy waiting that we can just go and pull that trigger on. So what do you want to do? You need to cash in. You need to make some money. Play ball. We're not taking the piss. You're taking the piss. But if you don't want to play ball, we've got another guy waiting for us who's begging to come. Begging to come. So what do you want to do? And I do think in July, before pre-season, that striker will be on the plane. I do believe that. I think it's going to be Sesko. The guy is now following Arsenal on Instagram. His agent is now following a host of social media influencers as well who create content just like myself. So that's the telltale sign. Gyökeres, on the other hand, is not following Arsenal. His agent isn't following Arsenal. Sesko is. So is that one leg to Sesko? Yes. Is it more likely going to be Sesko coming in? Yes. I had a dream last night, and the first lineup I saw was Kai Havertz starting against Manchester United, and Victor Gyökeres was on the bench. Make of that as you wish. But I'm just here to say, we don't need to crash out just yet. It's still June. And please respect that part. It's still June. July is coming up. Transfers are going to come in. And you are going to say, but Ty, Newcastle, City, Chelsea, they're all signing players. They're signing the players that they want. We didn't want those players. Now, if we was in competition for those players and we didn't get them, then we can moan. Then we can turn around and say, we was penny pinching, we should have done a bit more. But the players that we're going for, they're not even going for. That's a difference. So we do have to chill and put things in context here. But is Sesko going to be the right striker, or is Gyökeres going to be the right striker? Is Zubimendi going to be the right midfielder coming in? It doesn't matter what I say, because you will have your opinion, and I appreciate that. But I need to hear your opinion. I need to hear what you're thinking. Put it in the comments, please. Please put it in the comments. Road to 1,000 subscribers is on. We're at 988. We're so close. What is stopping you from pressing that button? You want something for free? This is for free. Help me achieve my dream. Just like you want Arsenal to get the best striker, then help me make the best content by subscribing and getting to that 1,000. Every time I get closer to it, I make better content, and I'll bring you better content. That's my pledge to you. So anyway, I'm tying out here for TK24 Sports. I hope you got to the end of this show. Please share. Help me get to the 1,000 subscribers, and then we're going to keep on building and building. The more you help me build, the more I can help you get better content. And potentially, I will get people onto the show and hear great debates. Thanks for watching. I'm Ty Knight, TK24 Sports.